Tennessee this morning. I was headed for North Carolina. Got a heavy heart inside me. I got rambling on my mind. Can you hear that whistle blowing? Can you hear that lonesome whine? Gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. So I'm Dixie bound, down there to live forever and never more ramble around. Can you hear that whistle blowing? Can you hear that lonesome whine? Gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. Can you hear that lonesome whine? Gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. Thank you very much. I say great big pleasant good evening everybody here. And are we in the Freight House tonight? Is this? That's not the Freight House. All these places look the same to me. Nowhere. This is beautiful here, and I am Mac Martin, and I got some good musicians here. I'll introduce this. We move right along. Here's a song we'd like to do for you right now. A song I put together myself. It's called Francis Lee. In the evening, by the moonlight, down beside the silver sea, we strolled hand in hand together, you and I, my Francis Lee. Oh, please forgive me, little darling, it would set my conscience free. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. Francis Lee, I dearly loved you, yet I said that we must part. Many times I have regretted that I broke your loving heart. Please forgive me, little darling, it will set my conscience free. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. Sad and weary, oh how great my sorrow be. Your sweet memory still haunts me and my conscience bothers me. Please forgive me, little darling, it would set my conscience free. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. If we never meet again, dear, here in some distant land, keep the vows that you have spoken and we'll meet at God's right hand. Please forgive me, little darling, it will set my conscience free. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. In the evening by the moonlight down beside the silver sea, we stroll hand in hand together, you and I, my Francis Lee. Please forgive me, little darling, if I set my conscience free. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. My lonely heart is broken over you, my Francis Lee. The gentleman playing the fiddle, his name is Paul Shelasky, and the young man picking the banjo, his name is Keith Little. I guess you know those fellas. They play this area. There. Make them welcome, if you will. We're going to feature them now in an old-timey number that I guess was popular during maybe the 20s, and it's called The Old Spinning Wheel in the Parlor. Thank you very much. A fellow from North Carolina named Buzz Matheson and I did a CD of old-timey numbers, duet numbers, mandolin guitar, brother duets as they call them, and we'd like to do a song from that particular CD now. Kathy Kallick, welcome, if you would, please. Yeah. What a great lady. Kind of playing the bass and doing a great job, but did a great job of bringing me out here and make me feel at home, and my wife and I. So thank you, Kathy. Here's a song we're going to do. It's the last song that Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs did for the Mercury people back probably 1948 down in Tampa, Florida. It's called I'll Just Pretend. Spurned the love I gave you, darling. A love you once was proud to own. You found someone whom you love better, and in my grief I walk alone. I'll just pretend that I don't love you. I just pretend that I don't care. And when I meet you face to face there, I'll turn my head, I'll those happy hours we spent together. Forever in my heart will live. That's all I'll have for each tomorrow. Though we may never meet again, I'll just pretend that I don't love you. I just pretend that I don't care. When I meet you face to face there, I'll turn my head, I'll just pretend. I'll try my best to forget you. To love you now is such a sin. And as I'm facing all my friends dear, I'll turn my head, I'll just pretend, I'll just pretend that I don't love you. I just pretend that I don't care. And when I meet you face to face there, I'll turn my head, I'll just pretend. Yeah, I always like the second verse of that. Lester's way ahead of his time. He says, those happy hours we spent together. They hit them happy hours down a long time ago, you know. Mr. Lester, yeah. Here's a song that's on our new CD. The CD's entitled Venango, and it's a fiddle tune on that particular record called Venango. And I might as well tell you about that right now. Mike Carson, the fiddler, we've been working together since 54. This is our 51st year. And he wrote this number and called it for a county in northern Pennsylvania where his son works. He's a state trooper up there. So that's how they... and he'd been working with me this time. Finally, I had to do something for him, so we called the CD after his fiddle tune. And here's a song that's on that particular recording. It's called Blue Skies in My Eyes. I'm longing tonight for the blue sky so bright, and dreaming that you're in my arms. Dreaming your smile is for me all the while. For me you have saved all your charms. Those blue skies are shining deep in your eyes. These be still pining for you. Say you'll forgive me and love me again. Tell me your love is still true. Remember the time when our hearts did entwine, the day when our love was so free. We talked as we planned, as we walked hand in hand, a vision of our love to see. Those blue skies are shining deep in your eyes. These be still pining for you. Say you forgive me and love me again. Tell me your love is still true. time when our hearts did entwine, our day when our love was so free. We talked as you planned, as you walked hand in hand, a vision of our love to be. Those blue skies that shine as deep in your eyes leaves me still pining for you. Say you'll forgive me and love me again. Tell me your love is still true. Thank you. That song is also on our new CD, and I'd like to tell a little history on these numbers. That song I first heard a band down in Wheeling probably in the 40s. Toby Stride and the Blue Mountain Boys used to do that. And then Hawkshaw Hawkins, he's a little more known nationally than Toby. He recorded for King Records. Nobody ever did it in bluegrass, and then I recorded it. And coincidentally, the Nashville Bluegrass Band did a version of it. And they were done independently. Neither of us influenced each other. But it's kind of ironic that after all these years, the song would come out in bluegrass style on 2 CDs in the same year. Little history there. You like that story?
I do.
We're gonna
Should I be taking notes?
Yeah, taking notes.
Is there going to be a quiz?
There's going to be a quiz. Anyway, we're going to feature. You going to do the record number 9? Sure. Here's Miss Kathy Kallick, and one of my favorite old numbers, one of the old train songs, and it's one called "The Wreck of the Old Number 9."
Star was in sight, and the north wind came howling down the line. With his sweetheart so dear stood a brave engineer, with his orders to pull old number 9. He kissed her goodbye with a tear in her eye, but the joy in his heart he could not hide. His whole world seemed bright, for she told him that night that tomorrow she'd be his blushing bride. Song as the train rolled along and the black smoke came pouring from the stack. His headlights' bright gleam seemed to brighten his dream of tomorrow when he'd be coming back. He rounded the hill and his brave heart stood still, for a headlight was shining in his face. He uttered a prayer as he threw on the air, for he knew this would be his final race. Was found lying out on the ground, and he asked them to raise his weary head. As his breath slowly went, this message he sent to the maiden who thought that she'd be wed. There's a little white home that I built for our own, where I dreamed we'd be happy by and by. I leave it to you, for I know you'll be true till we meet at those golden gates goodbye.
The young lady playing the dobro over there doing such a great job. Make her welcome, Miss Lisa Berman.
Yeah.
And the gentleman playing the great mandolin, player, Mr. Butch Waller there. Howdy, Butch. All righty. My wife's here this evening. I got to Great lady, been married 53 years. 53, there you go. You know, I still remember our wedding night. I says, Jean, I says, it's our first night together. I says, would you like to have the lights out? She says, no, honey, but you better close the car door. So that's the way it was back in our days there. All righty. Here's the Carter family song we'd like to do for you now. And we're going to do it for you in the old Carter family style and with kind of a lean instrumentation. The song's entitled Amber Tresses Tied in Blue. Far away on Sunbeam Mountain, where the lilies bloom and fade, there I wander through the clover, dreaming of a village maid. She was dearer than the dearest, ever loving, kind and true, and she wore beneath her bonnet amber tresses tied in blue. Now fate decreed that we'd be parted when the leaves of autumn fell, and two hearts were separated that had loved each other well. She was dearer than the dearest, ever loving, kind and true, and she wore beneath her bonnet amber tresses tied in blue. Now she was all the love I cherished, ever faithful, kind and true. Now I vision every moment amber tresses tied in blue. She was dearer than the dearest, ever loving, kind and true, and she wore beneath her bonnet amber tresses tied in blue. We like to keep things rolling here in the old-timey style and feature Paul and Keith just on a fiddle and banjo tune. And I believe it's going to be Arkansas Traveler?
It'd be Katy Hill for this.
Katy Hill. All right, here's Katy Hill there. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you.
Here's a song I recorded for Rural Rhythm right down there in Arcadia, California. And it's on a CD. And all right, it's entitled Southern Moon. Oh, I know she is waiting by her window tonight at a cabin at the end of the lane where the roses bloom in the sweet month of June. Oh, tell my darling I'll be with her soon. Oh, tell my sweetheart I'm lonely tonight, and give her my token of love. Go tell her, please do, that my heart is still true. Drift along, southern moon. Drift along, southern moon, up in heaven all night, as the stars they twinkle in the sky. Rest your weary head on a snowy white cloud as we go drifting by. Go tell my sweetheart I'm lonely tonight, and give her my token of love. Go tell her, please do, that my heart is still true. Drift along, southern moon. All right, we're going to call on Butch Waller and Keith Little. They're going to do a duet number here. Butch wrote this number. What is the name of that song, Mr. Butch?
It's called Blues for Your Own.
Blues for Your Own, okay. There you go.
Did you ever wonder why all you do is sit and cry? Could it be that your baby's left and gone? Your happy days are through, memories are no use to you, but now you got the blues for your own. You walk through the night and you wonder, oh, you sing yourself a sad, lonesome song. In time the pain will end, till then you've got a friend, 'cause you got the blues for your own. You know you just don't care about a casual affair that'll bring back memories better left alone. You can't chase them away, those blues have come to stay, and now you got the blues for your own. You walk through the night and you wonder, oh, you sing yourself a sad, lonesome song. In time the pain will end, till then you've got a friend, 'cause you got the blues for your own. Oh, you sing yourself a sad, lonesome song. In time the pain will end, till then you've got a friend, 'cause you got the blues for your own. Yeah, you got the blues for your own. Thank you.
Keith Little and Butch Waller, one of Butch's own tunes. We're going to do a gospel number for you now. This song is on a CD called Traveling On, and it was just recently put on CD by Copper Creek Records, and we have it here this evening. Great song for this time of year. It's Lenten season, a lot of the liturgical churches, and this kind of tells the story of our Lord's Passion. All right, here's one titled Gethsemane. On a hillside so lonesome led Jesus one day, so wounded and weary he'd gone there to pray. By his friends forsaken, so lonely he feels. To heaven he's crying in helpless appeal. But a golden day is breaking in old Gethsemane. The morning will come singing the songs of victory. There's a new highway to glory, the road that Jesus trod. With a halo we're traveling the pathway to God. Oh, the shadows are creeping, my Savior's in pain. The dark clouds are weeping, the teardrops are drain. The angels bear witness to Jesus divine, surrounded completely, oh Savior of mine. But a golden day is breaking in old Gethsemane. The morning will come singing the song of victory. There's a new highway to glory, the road that Jesus trod. With a halo we're traveling the pathway to God. On a hillside and garden, such suffering I see. In humble submission, he's making his plea. His bloodstains are bursting, oh sinner, take heed. His face is all crimson for you and for me. But a golden day is breaking in old Gethsemane. The morning will come singing the songs of victory. There's a new highway to glory, the road that Jesus trod. With a halo, we're traveling the pathway to God. Thank you. A quartet number there entitled Gethsemane. We'd like to feature Paul on a fiddle tune, and every time you have a show like this, the name Bill Monroe comes up so many times. This is one of Bill's great instrumentals, and I guess it's a good California song. Goes back, I guess, to the 1800s. It's called The Gold Rush.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Paul, you did a great job. Do you got a story you want to tell us now to finish that song, or would you? I'll tell a story instead.
Please, please. I'll have one later. Did you want to change that wire?
No, I'm good.
W-H-A-I.
I mentioned that wife and I have been married for 53 years, and Early on, she's a great cook, and every Sunday afternoon, she'd cook me my favorite dinner. I'm from Irish parents, and she cooked me up this great big pot of ham and cabbage. This particular Sunday, she had the pot on the stove, and water was boiling and really cooking up there. She's kind of removing the pot from the stove and spilled the water, and she scalded her whole jaw there, her whole face. She looked terrible. She looked in the mirror, and she says, Mac, we got to do something about this. I'm not my old self. So we kind of agreed that she's going to go to a dermatologist and get this worked over. And so she went. So he took some skin from her leg and grafted it up on her face. But about a week later, she looked and she says, this is not working. We got to go back again. He says, well, let's try something else. So she took some skin from her upper arm there one more time. Not a success. Doctor says, you know, Mrs. Martin, you've got to get some soft skin that's like on the backside of a baby. She says, Doc, I know where we get that. We get that from my husband, Mac. So, all right, so I agreed to this. I guess it was a transplant. Anyways, so I went there and I took my skin and put it on my wife Jean's face. And about a month later, she looked in the mirror. She says, boy, honey, I look good again. I'm my old self. She says, honey, how can I ever thank you? I says, Jean, every time your mama comes over and kisses you on the cheek, that's when I get my thank you, my reward. Shaggy dog. Here's a song from Bob Wills. Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys did this number, and great old number, and Paul does a great kickoff on this. Song's entitled The Moment I Lost You. In this world we have our trials and tribulations. At times we feel so sad and so blue. But from this day on I'll be entirely different. For I knew the moment I lost you. If there's something I have done you're not forgiven, oh, please remember, human same as you. So why can't we be further to each other? For I knew the moment I lost you. Trouble and my disappointment, there is still a little light shining through, and I pray someday that we will be together, for I knew the moment I lost you. In this world we have our trials and tribulations. At times we feel so sad and so blue. But from this day on I'll be entirely different. For I knew the moment I lost you. We're going to play one more number, then we're going to take a little intermission. We brought a whole suitcase of CDs with us, and I mentioned last night up there in Berkeley, and a long way from Beckley. Brought these out, and we want to get rid of those CDs, empty the suitcase, and we're going to fill it with wine. And My wife said that's going to be our cultural exchange. Here's a song that Bill Monroe wrote this number, and Carter and Ralph Stanley recorded. Bill never did a recording of this number. And we'll do this. We'll take a little break. The song's entitled "You Better Get Right," Little Darling. Now you said you loved me as no other, but now you've gone far away. I'll always think of you, my darling, and I pray we'll meet again someday. You better get right, little darling, and quit all your running around. You better get right, little darling, I'm going to tear your playhouse down. Now when you meet me as a stranger and you're walking all alone, think of the boy that's always loved you and how you wreck our happy home. You better get right, little darling, and quit all you running around. You better get right, little darling, I'm going to tear your playhouse down. While you're painting up the town, if you're gonna keep on cheating, I'm gonna tear your playhouse down. You better get right, little darling, and quit all you running around. You better get right, little darling, I'm gonna tear your playhouse down. Quit all you running round. You better get right, little darling, I'm gonna tear your house down. All right, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. She's my curly-headed baby, used to sit on Mama's knee. She's my curly-headed baby. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. Now, boys, I'll tell you about the women. Oh, boys, I'll tell you what they'll do. They'll be crying on your shoulder and flirting with another dude. She's my curly-headed baby. Used to sit on mama's knee. She's my curly-headed baby. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. Now she's my curly-headed baby. I don't care what people say. Yeah, she leaves me for another. That'll be a lonesome day. She's my curly-headed baby. Used to sit on mama's knee. She's my curly-headed baby. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. Now when I sleep I dream about her. When I'm awake I feel the pain. Every minute seems an hour. Oh darling, please come home again. Now she's my curly-headed baby. Used to sit on mama's knee. She's my curly-headed baby. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. She's my curly-headed baby. Used to sit on mama's knee. She's my curly-headed baby. She's from Memphis, Tennessee. Thank you very much. That song is the first track on our new CD. It's an old-timey number. I learned when I was a young lad. One of them numbers kind of come out of North Carolina. All the bands did it. And our version is called The New Curly-Headed Baby. All right, we'd like to do a song from our Copper Creek CD that was a reissue. The Johnny and Jack song is called Down South in New Orleans. Sorry about that. My dark-eyed baby, I'm on my way back into your arms to stay. Tired of work and I want to play, and I miss you night and day. Down south in New Orleans, prettiest girl I've ever seen. Sparkling eyes and lips so sweet, we make love to the rumble beat. So bright, two sweet lips to kiss goodnight. Come on, skipper, I'm ready to ride, leaving the morning with the tide. Down south in New Orleans, prettiest girl I've ever seen. Sparkling eyes and lips so sweet, we make love to the rumble beat. Sparkling eyes and lips so sweet, we make love to the rumba beat. Shipwrecked anchor, suitcase packed, one-way ticket, I ain't coming back. Lots of pleasure, my love so sweet, down south of New Orleans. Sorry about the mix-up there. That's not my usual way, but kind of got a mental block on that one. Good Johnny and Jack number, though, called Down South of New Orleans. We're going to have some good old banjo picking now, and Keith Little does a great job on this one.
I've had that happen on this stage.
One of my favorites, called Home Sweet Home. Well, I love that old banjo picking. I love them old songs. One entitled Home Sweet Home. We're going to do a solo number for you now. This is from our new CD, and this song is actually a country song from a gentleman who was really popular in the 50s and 60s. His name was Sonny James, and he wrote this song. And here's one entitled Old Lonesome Time. Judge me guilty of the talk that's going round. I've been seeing going all around the town. All the things that I've been doing are no fault of mine. Don't judge me guilty, blame old Lonesome Time. Now Lonesome Time kept talking to my broken heart, and nights were so lonesome since we'd been apart. If I had been with you and not on my mind, there would be no gossip and no lonesome time. So please believe me, darling, I could love nobody else. I just had the blues all alone by myself, with no one to talk to. I did nothing but pine. Don't judge me guilty, blame old Lonesome Time. So now you're the judge, and I give you my plea. Just think of yourself, just left alone like me. If you sentence me, darling, let it be us you're trying. Don't judge me guilty, blame old Lonesome Time. Judge me guilty, blame old Lonesome Time. Thank you very much. A song from our new project called Blame Old Lonesome Time. Here's a song that we did for Rural Rhythm, an old prison song, and Keith gets to kick this off on the 5. Song's the title on Swinging a 9-Pound Hammer. You know, me and my wife, we got married, and we live over in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you're familiar with Pennsylvania, but we got married close to Pittsburgh and way over. We started out on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, had a long ride, and got to one of the rest stops. I pulled over and put my arm around her. We just got married, and I give her a big kiss and a big hug, and she says, "Hey, Mac, now we're married. You can go a lot further than that." So I started up the car, and I drove all the way over to Harrisburg. And there was pantyhose in there. That's another story. Swinging a 9-pound hammer. Sad old song. the Georgia line. Wanted her love, but she wouldn't take my mind. Told her one night she stole my heart away. Don't leave me, baby, or someday you'll pay. Swinging a 9-pound hammer all day. Work for the state till my debt I pay. Listen to my hammer ringing loud and long. That's how I come write this sad old song. When I found her that evening, how my heart did grieve. My darling man, my baby, making plans to leave. As the shots ran out and his blood ran cold, I cried, have mercy on this poor boy's soul. Swinging a 9-pound hammer all day. Work for the state till my debt I pay. Listen to my hammer ringing loud and long. That's how I come to write this sad old song. Swinging a 9-pound hammer all day. Work for the state till my debt I pay. Listen to my hammer ringing loud and long. This I come to write this sad old song. We're going to call Kathy Kallick up, and she's going to do a song, and Butch and Keith are going to help her out on this number. Great old number from the Louisiana man. Jimmy C. Newman wrote this song. Mr. Bill did the recording. Bill Monroe did a great version on this, and I think Dolly Parton did it recently. Anyways, it's a great song. It's called Cry, Cry, Darling.
In my heart, for me there'd be no moonlight if ever we should part. Cry, cry, darling, that's all I do, 'cause you're the one that's in my heart. If you should go, cry, cry, darling. When shadows creep, I just weep all night. I know, you know how much I'd miss you if ever we should part. You're the one that's in my heart. that's in my heart.
We did a Carter family song on the first set, and got a few people mentioned they like that style, and so we're going to do another number. This is on our new CD, and we're going to do the Carter family style. However, it's a song from World War II, and kind of it would be appropriate for today. Keith got the guitar there, and we'll do this with the lean instrumentation. Song's entitled Rock My Cradle once again. Far away from friends and loved ones, missed a storm, a soldier lay. Gathered round him all his buddies, raised his head, these words to say. There's a lamp light in a window where an angel from above gently rocks my baby cradle with such tender care and love. Beneath the palms tonight he's sleeping on an island far away. Though the years pass on in sorrow, I still recall his words today. Mother dear, oh darling mother, it would ease this awful pain if you'll sing until I'm sleeping. Rock my cradle once again. Mother dear, oh darling mother, it would ease this awful pain if you sing until I'm sleeping. Rock my cradle once again. Rock my cradle once again. All right. You know, a lot of these songs I do are kind of slow and pitiful, but I just love them old numbers, and then they get sad, and then the depression came, I guess. Here's another one. It's a Bill Monroe song, and Butch does a great job on the kickoff on this. And this song was also from our duet CD, and it's called The Old Kentucky Shore. I walked out to the graveyard down by the old Kentucky shore, and I looked upon the one I loved that would soon be covered with song. A up along the Ohio River, over on the old Kentucky shore. Once dwelt a fair young maiden. Now there's a crape upon her door. Oh, the angels took my darling. God needed the one I loved. Oh, I reached the old Kentucky shore too late. I'll make my plans and meet her up above, up along the Ohio River, over on the old Kentucky shore. Once dwelt a fair young maiden. Now there's a crape upon her door. The last words that my darling said was tell the one I love goodbye. I would like to see him before I go. I'll meet him in the sky, up along the Ohio River, over on the old Kentucky shore. Once dwelt the fair young maiden. Now there's a crape upon her door. Thank you very much.
That one's good.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, here's Butch Walter. He plays the fire of this number here. Mentioned last time it was one of the kind of bass numbers, one of the songs on which the old tunes, a lot of the modern tunes were based on. Got the old GF, if you know what chord progression. Is that right there? There you go. And it's called Patty on the Turnpike. Fine job, Butch Waller, leading all the California travelers there. Patty on the Turnpike. We're going to have Butch and Keith do you another number together. This is another Bill Monroe number, great old number. Song's entitled, I Got a Letter from My Darling.
I can't answer her letter, for she left me no address. You should know, my little darling, you left my poor heart in distress. I got a letter from my darling. It said she hated to go. It broke my heart, the words she wrote me. She closed by saying, I love you so. She wrote the words she knew would hurt me. She said I never could be true. I've tried, my little darling, to prove my love was just for you. I got a letter from my darling. It said she hated to go. It broke my heart, the words she wrote me. She closed by saying, I love you so. Her letter meant goodbye forever, though we're having each other's heart. Our love will fade away in sadness. Precious one, why did we have to part? I got a letter from my darling. She said she hated to go. It broke my heart, the words she wrote me. She closed by saying, I love you so. I got a letter from my darling. It said she hated to go. It broke my heart, the words she wrote me. She closed by saying, I love you so. Thank you.
Great job, Butch Waller and Keith Little, and A Letter from a Darling. We'd like to do you another gospel number. This song is also on our new CD. It's an old-timey number, and quartet, and be Butch and Keith and Kathy and myself. And got the guitar there?
Just about.
I want to thank everybody coming out tonight. I hope you're enjoying our show. Kind of stay with a lot of the old. Some people think I'm a retro, but I just got in a rut back in the 50s and never got out of it. So maybe my time's coming around again here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here's one. Thank you. I hope you enjoy our gospel number, and it's called "When I Reach That City on the Hill." On the top of Mount Zion is a city, and the earth with its glory it does fill. I shall look upon its beauty in the morning when I reach that city on the hill. Oh, that city on Mount Zion, though a pilgrim, yet I love thee still. I'll not leave thee through the ages till I reach that city on the hill. He will never forsake me in that city, never leave me lying cold and chill. So I'll stay there until my Savior calls me, and I reach that city on the hill. Oh, that city on Mount Zion, though a pilgrim, yet I love thee still. I'll not leave thee through the ages till I reach that city on the hill. So I'll stay here until my Savior calls me, trying daily to perform His will. And He'll say, welcome to me, way up yonder, when I reach that city on the hill. Oh, that city on Mount Zion, though a pilgrim, yet I love thee still. I'll not leave thee through the ages till I reach that city on the hill. Thank you very much.
Mac, this is a special day for me.
Yeah. Oh, what is this a special day for you?
Well, this marks I've been in love with the same beautiful woman for 28 years. What do you think about that?
Yeah, there you go. Hope his wife don't find out about it.
If my wife finds out, she'll kill me. Kind of brought the show to a screeching halt, didn't it? This is a fiddle tune, Kive. See if I can find a. That's kind of close. This is the national anthem of fiddle tunes, and it's called Sally Goodwin.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
I really liked your joke.
Did you
The
really?
fiddle tune was okay, too.
I wonder if you'll like the next one.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to tell you a story. We kind of have a theme going here tonight, all about marriage and weddings. And there's a great big wedding in my hometown, and it was kind of a little different because the girl was a Baptist, and the boy she was marrying was a Methodist. And they couldn't decide on who was going to be the preacher, and so they come to a compromise or conclusion, and they had both ministers there. They had the Baptist minister, and they had the Methodist minister. They had the wedding. It came off beautifully, just a great ceremony. Then they had the reception, and so the groom wanted to congratulate the preachers, and so he brought them over to the bar. He brought out a great big jug of Jack Daniel's whiskey and poured a drink, and he gave it to the Methodist minister, and he said, "Thank you." Pour one, he gave it to the Baptist minister. The Baptist minister looked at him, he says, "I would rather commit adultery than have this drink." Methodist minister gave it back to the group and says, I didn't know we had that option. Here's one of my own numbers, and it's a trio number, and it's titled, Does It Have to End This Way? Oh, the cold wind blows outside my window. Dark clouds linger up above. The sad, sad dawn. My life is fading, or I may lose the one I love. After all our years together, and I cherished every day. Oh, darling, please, won't you consider, does it have to end this way? Come up closer to me, darling. Let me gaze into that face where once thy vision sweet contentment. Bitterness has took its place. After all these years together, and I cherished every day. Oh, darling, won't you please consider, does it have to end this way? Cherished every day. Oh, darling, won't you please consider, does it have to end this way? Thank you. We really enjoyed ourselves here this evening. I want to thank the sound man. He does a great job here for the Mr. Sound Man.
Night.
Want to do that last number for Peter Thompson. He did such a great job of promoting this show, and there you go. And thank you. And just all the good people from the eastern area of the country I met here this evening, and all the good people from this area. And just thank you very much. And maybe we'll see you someday. We'll meet again, sweetheart, as they say. Lester used to say. But we're going to close up with a song we recorded a long, long time ago, and it's called Sitting on Top of the World. Was it spring, one sunny day? My good girl left me, she gone away. Now she's gone and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. called from Dallas to El Paso. Said, come home, honey, I miss you so. And now she's gone, and I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. I got a woman like you got your man. Now she's gone, and I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Mississippi River runs deep and wide, the one I'm loving on the other side. Now she's gone, and I don't worry. Lord, I'm sitting on top of the world. Was in the spring, one sunny day, my good kiss left me, she gone away. Now she's gone, and I don't worry. Oh, I'm sitting on top of the world. Thank you very much. All right, here's Keith on the five, and Mr. Paul on the fiddle there, and an old-timey number. Got to have the C tuning for this, huh? Here it is, called the Arkansas Traveler.
Thank you.
Isn't that great music? I want to thank all these gentlemen for helping me out, and just pleasure to work with all these professionals, seriously. And thank you, Paul. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy Butch. Kathy, thank you, Lisa, there.
Thank you, Mac.
Also, I'd like to give a great big thank you to my wife, Jean. She puts up with a lot of this stuff here. Come out to California, and all she's seen is 880, 680, 380. Bingo. I don't know. But maybe we accomplished our purpose here to sell these CDs and bring all that wine back. She don't like when I get that wine. I'll bring that wine home, and she'll say, 89, was that a good year? I says, honey, that was the price. you ready? I'm ready. Sitting on what Alcatraz. I'm on my way to California, or I'd rather go to Tennessee. Got trouble down in Dixie, and it's Alcatraz for me. A woman in Atlanta, Georgia, oh, she caused me all this misery. I thought she was my true companion till she turned her back on me. Oh, the evidence was circumstantial, and I didn't want the world to know that the mother of my children could ever fall so low. Oh, gee, but I'm blue and lonesome. No one else is understand. Everybody says I'm guilty. They say I'm short of man. Listen to my lonesome song. If they really knew that you shot him, you'd be where you belong. I'm on my way to California, or I'd rather go to Tennessee. Got trouble down in Dixie, and it's Alcatraz for me. Thank you very much, and good night.